What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shamba, and this is Having It Made.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
I don't
9.
need your respect, cause I got it, got it, made. I got it made, 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 I got it made.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I got
8,
it
9.
made, I got it made, I got it made. I got it made, I got it made, I got it made.
Shamba is quickly becoming the artist that R&B fans are watching. She's collaborated with several notable artists, including Trinata, Deontay Hitchcock, in addition to performing with genre-bending artists like Jade Nova, Kenyon Dixon. With her latest EP, This Means More, the New Jersey-born artist is excelling her way to the top. Everybody, welcome Shamba to Having It Made.
Thank you for having me.
So happy to have you here. I love highlights.
Thank you. So done.
You got some color going
You know,
on.
just a little splash, not too much.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm so grateful to be here.
This is a singer, everybody. Let me make it clear.
Ooh,
This girl can sing.
thank you.
You gonna say something? We gonna have a lesson on this couch
Okay.
today. You gonna,
Okay,
you
bet.
gonna give me. We gonna go over some harmonies and everything.
Okay, come on. I can school you in a minute. Hold on.
School me then. So New Jersey, born and raised.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me about New Jersey, the influences. Who did you grow up listening to?
So I really grew up listening to my mom a lot. She was my reason for even starting. Her, Brandy, I'm not a PK, but I'm the product of a PK.
PK.
So I grew up listening to Kiara Shear, Ty Tribbett, the Clark sisters, and then my dad's a DJ, so I grew up listening to Talib Kweli, A Tribe Called Quest, Little Brother. Like it's like a culture, you know. And then also being from Jersey, like my mom went to school with Lauryn Hill, so it was a lot of Lauryn Hill going around. Whitney Houston, very two notable Jersey natives, you know. So yeah, Jersey it just made me who I am.
Right.
Even though I didn't grow up there, I spent a lot of time in Atlanta, but Jersey is like the root of who I am.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of Clark sisters, did you actually watch the movie?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, what were your thoughts on it? Be
Child.
honest.
If you're gonna get into it, they got into it, but I like the way that they depicted it and that the family was involved with it. Yeah.
So your mom, Fundisha.
That's her, Fundisha.
So Dev. So tell me about that. You were able to watch your mom going on tour growing up, just being around. What was that like for you?
It was amazing. I mean, like you'll get on social media, you'll hear people talk about their childhood and stuff like that. Mine was a little bit different just because I had two parents who were in the industry, whether it's like heavily or whatever.
Right.
Even if it's a little bit, I watched my mom doing photo shoots, video shoots. She has me on set. I have so many pictures. I'm meeting people like when I'm like a little kid, like Bow Wow coming through.
I'm about to say you met
little
Bow Wow.
Oh man, I cried the first time I met him.
How old were you?
I was like 3, bawling my eyes out.
You knew who Bow Wow was at 3 years old.
Absolutely. I cried, but it was great. It was a great experience, and I think that's definitely plays the biggest role in me wanting to pursue it because I grew up watching my mother do it. So it's like, oh, that rhymed. Let me stop.
So like your mom, like working with Jermaine Dupri, like there was a lot of influence there for you.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely.
So how old were you when you were able to remember just what was going on and like sealing the deal? Like, okay, this is what I want to do.
I'd say when we moved to Atlanta, I was about 5 or 6. That's when I really started to remember things.
Because So Def is here in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's based in Atlanta. So remembering going to the So Def studio, meeting Jermaine, sitting on Jermaine's lap. I got pictures like of all of that. Like it's crazy because it's like my childhood. I don't remember everything, but when I have the pictures, I'm be like, yeah, that's me. That's me. I've been here.
So tell me, how long was your mom in the industry?
She was in the industry for about 4 to 5 years. She got dropped from her label. She was with So Def, and then she went to Epic. And you know, before her album came out, they let her go.
Yeah.
So that took a toll. But my mom was in the industry until I was about 10 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So let's talk about the writing process. So you started writing poems at a very young age.
Ooh, yeah, I had a lot to say.
Tell me about this influence and the creative process of you writing poems as a child.
So a lot of the stature around Jersey is a lot of spoken word and a lot of poetry. So for me, which is why I take lyricism very seriously, is because I'm listening to the words and I'm listening to the inflections of people's voices and what it is that they're saying. And that inspired me to start writing. I'm an emotional person since I was a child. I have been very true to that part of me. So as soon as I could pick up a pen, I was writing. Like I wrote my first poem in like sometime in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I didn't start becoming a singer for real. That wasn't even my route. That wasn't my choice.
Okay.
I wanted to be a poet, and then I wanted to be a rapper, and then I worked my way into singing. So yeah, I think poetry was like the foundation of my writing skills for sure.
So like English was your class?
Oh, that was an English major in college. I mean, I ain't finished, but you know, I did the work.
Let's get into it. So you're an English major in college. What college?
I went to Kennesaw University.
Okay,
only did a year, but shout out to them, I guess.
Shout out to KSU.
KSU, you know.
Okay. So you're writing at a young age. KSU, you know, you're killing it in English. When did the music career start for you? Like, did you perform on campus?
Oof, child, did I? I did. I started performing. Well, I was performing before I got into college.
Okay.
So I started pursuing music as an artist. I was in like the 3rd grade. Yeah, I wrote and recorded my first song. I've always engineered myself, so I feel like I kind of have this like just a little bit tiny, but I've always engineered myself. So I started in the 3rd grade. I had like a girl group in the 5th grade, and then throughout high school, I performed locally where I grew up. And then when I got to college, I'm starting like opening up to a whole new world, and that's really when I got introduced to like the Atlanta indie artist scene. And I'm meeting all these different people and things like that. So because I went to Kennesaw State, I met a lot of people who had like pull and a little bit of clout. And that's when I started getting branched out into like the curated shows in Atlanta.
Okay, so this girl group,
Oh,
were you lead singer?
I did my little one too. I was the lead singer.
Write most of the songs.
I wrote every song.
You wrote every song?
I did.
You got
Shout out to Fierce Five.
All the writing credit.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Fierce Five.
That was the name.
Y'all still in touch?
You know, sporadically. Social media keeps hope alive, but not really.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the 7-track EP.
This
means war. Always 17.
Love that.
Okay, so back to your writing abilities. When writing the EP, I want to talk about what was the creative process and the story behind the EP, This Means War.
So This Means War, I think it's number 4 of a rom-com series I did. So I did a rom-com series of EPs. I am a hopeless romantic to a fault.
Ooh, what's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, and I'm just a lover girl at heart for real. But I love my favorite genre of music, of movies is rom-coms. So this is number 4, and I kind of curated this in a different way than I did the other ones. This one was a lot of older songs that I did. Like the oldest song I did on there was Slow Down, and I wrote that in 2018. So for this one, I kind of went back to the drawing board of things that I already had in my catalog and kind of like curated together to make sense to the whole theme of the project itself.
Right.
So yeah. But This Means War, it's a movie. I think like Reese Witherspoon and 2 other people. Basically, yeah,
so
it's like
named after actual
exactly.
movie.
No, yeah, for sure. So I take the movie title names and I curate it.
Watch it now.
Oh, please do get into
I
it.
am.
If you like rom-coms, get into
I'm
it.
inspired to watch it because it's named after your EP.
Okay, period. I love that.
Continue.
So it's basically the story of the movie is like a love triangle. She got 2 different guys that she's trying to decide from. And that's where I was in a situation kind of similar because I'm single. So when you're single, you got options. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We have options, okay? So, so yeah, I curated this project based off of just being in like a love triangle sort of situation.
Yeah, so studio every night, every day.
Oh, I live there, literally. Like I said, I record myself, so I wake up right there, boom, at my desk.
Like you have a home studio.
I have a home studio, yeah.
And like you record the entire EP at home.
Entire EP at home.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
Are you independent, Shamba?
I am an independent artist. Yes, I am.
How does it feel to be an independent
Beautiful,
artist?
amazing, freeing. So like being independent but still working with labels and stuff like that, it's even a better feeling going home knowing that I don't have to worry about all the politics like that in that sense. Like it's still in the back of my mind, but it's not as heavily fronted in my artistry. Thank God. Because like I said, I'm an Aquarius, I'm gonna do what I want to do. At the end of the day, can't nobody tell me nothing, but I just like being in my own creative space and not having to answer to nobody for real. Like if I feel it, I do it. And that's the whole reason I make music, is the feeling of it. So yeah.
And then feeling like you had a mother that was able to show you the ropes of what it's
absolutely
like to be signed.
Absolutely. But on the flip side, she wasn't like a Joe Jackson. Like my mom never forced me to do nothing, but she always supported me in doing what I do. Yeah.
Okay, we're about to get juicy.
Okay, let's get into it.
So you've got a song called Him on your EP this week.
Yes, I do.
I sing a little bit of it for me.
Oh, she put me on these spots. Dang, how it go? How it go? Wait a minute. She might have caught me slipping.
I was singing, but I don't want to mess it up.
Come on, let me get a little one too. I really don't remember the song. My heart belongs to someone else. Ooh, that song is so emotional for me, actually.
So my question for you, Shamba. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew your heart belonged to somebody else, although you were in a relationship with somebody you weren't in love with?
Oh, absolutely.
100%. Give me the full story.
So anything I write, it really does stem from a place of like personal experience. So that song is personal to me, which is why singing it live is always like okay, girl, hold it together, get it together. But it's just like being self-aware enough to know and give that other person you're dealing with the respect that your heart is not 100% in this. Yeah. And I personally don't feel there's anything wrong with that as long as it's communicated. Okay. Communication is key. But once I realized, like, still in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about someone else, it just had to be brought to the forefront. And that's what inspired me to write that song. And then things were ended after the song, of course, after the realization.
Wait, so did he hear the song?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what was the reaction?
I mean, at that point, what can you really say? What can you really do? It's like, I'm telling you, I'm being honest. It sucks for real. Even I said it in the song, like, it sucks for me as much as it sucks for you. Like, I hate having to do this, but it has to be done for me and for you so I can move on, and so can you.
So the person, that your heart belonged to, what's the relationship with you two at the moment?
It's complicated.
Oh, but y'all are still in touch?
We are definitely still in touch, for sure.
Is he a music guy?
He is. Oh my gosh, not too much.
So he's a music?
He is. And that's different for me. It's like more recently I got in tune with like producers and other artists. Usually I never even thought twice. I like me a regular schmegula guy, But I don't know, things just kind of happen.
Okay, so with Rainbows and Hurricanes and Thought It Was Love, how did This Means War differ from those projects?
Oh, wow. So Rainbows and Hurricanes first was my first time working with Mike Colombo, who also produced This Means War. So it was much like for me, it was I'm proving something because I really just went and like put myself out there and started DMing mad producers that was like in Atlanta or that I've heard about. And at the time, Jermaine Dupri's Rap Game was like really like heavy or whatever. And Mike Colombo was on there. So when I hit him up, he responded to me and I was like, oh shoot. So we started just working. We have like 30 songs and we brought them down to, I think it's 18 songs on there, which is crazy. So if y'all listen to Rainbows and Hurricanes, I rock with you heavy. But it's okay, period. It's 18 songs. And then this Thought It Was Love was the next one I dropped with Willie Hendrix, another producer. And for me, it was a challenge to really branch out and see what I can bring to someone else's production. Because when you're working with the same people, you kind of curate a certain sound. But I really believe heavy that artists need to be, show that they have variation in their sound and what they're capable of doing. So This Means War, like I said, it was one of the 30 songs we had from Rainbows and Hurricanes. So the songs that never made it onto Rainbows and Hurricanes, we revisited, reworked, revamped. I rewrote some things, took some things out, So I think it was more so the process of creating the project is what differs. And then my writing skills, I feel like, they elevated in like the 5-6 years it took. So yeah.
So with this wonderful next album/EP you're gonna drop, is there anyone that you would like to collab with?
Man, I'm so particular with who I collab with.
Yeah.
I feel like, of course I want to work with people. Of course I want to branch out and do different things, but even like, I guess this might be the God part of me. Everyone don't deserve that piece of you.
I hear you.
And my music is very sacred to me. Like, I don't share that with everybody. But with that being said, there are some features on there. They're more so in the family. I am one of 5 siblings, and we are all artists. So I will say that the presence on this one, and feature-wise, is going to be very much my siblings' circle.
Oh, y'all gonna be saying.
Yeah, it's giving Jackson 5.
It's giving Jackson.
It's giving Jackson 5 with all Michaels and Janets. Okay, no shade, but come on now. Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to tell me how this quote makes you feel. God gave me a voice to sing with, and when you have that, what other gimmick is there? The Whitney Houston.
Yep, that. First of all, love Whitney. She took a very high pedestal moment in my life and in my career. Just the way she carried herself, even apart. She was literally, but in such a way where it's like she's not a B. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how the industry is with women, Black women especially. She did it in such a way where she was very poised and very graceful. But that quote for me, us both being from Jersey in the same parts, like the church will always remain at the forefront. And this is not a me thing. God gave me this gift. God gave me this ability. So it's like, I don't need to, be, no shade again. I don't need to be half naked. I don't need to be doing all these other things to try to get clout, things that, and the third, but it's like, it's very much what the industry gives.
Yeah.
But when I have this God-given gift, this voice, like, why would I need to do any of the other gimmicks?
I love that.
I'm gonna let the music speak.
Spoken as a true diva. So, can I get a drum roll, please?
Okay.
Shamba, because you are such a beautiful soul, you're from New Jersey.
Yes, ma'am.
You're out here killing the game. I got you a little something for today.
Oh no, for me?
No, oh no. Oh, yes.
Me? Oh yes.
Oh, hell yes. In the words of Maya Denise Wilkes. Shamba, this is for you.
OMG. This is perfect. Thank you so much. No, I really appreciate that.
I just want you to know I see you.
I feel seen. I appreciate this. Wow. Look at Whitney. Thank you so much. This means a lot, for real. This means a lot. I don't want to cry. I did my makeup today. Oh, wow. This is great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to love on this.
You want to sing a little something from the album?
Oh, not from the album.
Just that What We Talking Again is my song.
Wow. This is crazy. My favorite Whitney song, though, dang, I sang when I was like 13.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, the song.
I sang Greatest Love of All at a talent show.
Sing,
girl.
Love of all. No, oh my gosh, I'm really stuck on this. This is beautiful. I appreciate this.
Absolutely.
What's the one that I'm thinking of? Why is my mind going blank? I really hate that for me.
Somebody figure it out.
What is the Whitney song?
What's the Whitney song?
Whitney song.
What's the Whitney song? It's so many.
It really is.
It's absolutely so many.
Hold on. I don't want to do this.
Oh, you don't want to do what?
No, I can't do Whitney because if you're going to do Whitney, you got to do Whitney right.
I mean, you're doing Shamba, right?
I appreciate that. I love
absolutely.
that.
And with that being said, what can our viewers and listeners expect next from you?
Ooh, I'm always working.
Mm-hmm.
But to close out my rom-com series, I have one more EP to finalize everything and really just like, bam, you know? So I have one project coming out for this year in August. Wow, not an exclusive.
Yes, exclusive.
In August, it is an 8-track project.
Okay.
And like I said, my goal is to show variation in my artistry and that I can do anything really. So this one, I would just say to expect different sounds, different heart posture for sure. Because I just turned 26 in February. And I don't care what nobody says. After 25, it starts to hit a little different. So I would like to say my lyricism and the stories that I'm telling are very much curated to our age group and, you know, the real life situations that we're going through now. But like the sound of it is different. Heavily R&B because I am who I am.
Right.
But the sounds of production and things like that, it's a different route. So it's a little bit different than expected. But that's definitely what's coming. That's what's coming.
Can we see you on our future stages out here in Atlanta?
Absolutely. I got a couple things lined up. I'm doing a big concert at the end of the year.
Oh.
Putting on by myself. So that's going to take a lot. That's going to take a lot.
We are going.
Okay.
We are definitely going to
there.
show up.
I love that.
So I want you to leave with Having It Made for those that are wanting to pursue music in the industry and for those that feel like they want to give up some days. What advice do you have for them?
I feel that too, honestly. Still, and I've been doing this for 10 plus years, literally pursuing this career. It's really staying true to yourself and knowing why you're doing this, because if you allow other people to come into your life and be in your ear, you're going to have a lot of outside noise, and you have to be able to cancel that out and really be tapped in and in tune with your reason for doing this. My reason is because it's bigger than me. My reason is because I'm an emotional being, and we're in a world and a time now where people feel like feeling is not what's in. That's not hot. That's not what we doing.
Right.
So it's really just like, that's my why. So staying true to your why and what it is that makes you wake up every day and want to do this. You got to remember that, because the tests, they're going to come. The temptation is going to come. The outsiders, they're going to speak. You have to be able to cancel that out and really just tap into you and your heart. So have a heart posture for it, for real, because if you don't, you're going to be easily shaken.
I know that's right.
That's a fact.
And if you got any advice as far as love, you can share that too.
Listen, I'm still figuring this out myself. I'm on this love journey too.
For us lover girls trying to find.
Know what it is you want. I'll say that. Know what it is you want. Know what it is you don't. And if it comes looking in a way that you don't want it, send it back.
Send it back.
Send it back.
We don't want it.
We do not want
I don't
it.
want you.
Compromising is cute when that's your man. When it ain't, let it go.
I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. Any last words, lovely?
I just want to say shout out to you. This is a beautiful podcast that you have going. You're a beautiful woman, beautiful soul, easy to talk to. You made me feel comfortable the moment that I walked in. So you are appreciated. I appreciate this vinyl, baby. My dad's a DJ, so I got me a couple record players. I'm definitely going to be spinning this over and over again. And I just appreciate you. So thank you. Having it made.
We're friends now. I'm pulling up to every show. Shamba. No, this is amazing.
Thank you.
And I'm happy to know you have a record player, because we're losing.
Yeah, we're losing. Yeah, I agree. I definitely got a couple actually. So yeah.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
Well, everyone, I'd like to thank my wonderful, beautiful guest Shamba for joining us today. I am your host, Alexandria Jade, and I'm so happy that you guys tuned in to Having It Made. For our listeners and our viewers, be sure to subscribe to the podcast, and we will see you guys next episode.
I got it.
Bye.
I got it, babe. I got it, babe. I got it, babe. I got it, babe. I got it, babe.
Polynesian, I got sauce even on a Sunday.
I got the sauce, the juice, the swag, the drip. I'm really the man, no. To whoever be hating on me from behind the screen, you really a fan, ho. I be be riding with some east side goons, we'll be ready to shoot. Ain't even got a plan, no. Dorothy, better ease on down, yeah, back to the crib. You forgot your manners, get your man them. I got French tips on my finger. I'm your new favorite R&B singer. My best, shut it down when I bring her. Your best ain't no shit, then don't bring her. Y'all niggas think too small, I think bigger. Stay ready, keep that thing on that trigger.
Polynesian, I got sauce in it on a Sunday.